Welcome back to the worst show on television. Forgot to disable Steam notifications. Hopefully nothing pops up and ruins everything. You know what I mean by that? Like if somebody tried to send me a message or something. I don't want you jokers to know who my Steam friends are. So anywho, let's get into F.E.A.R. We'll do low difficulty because we're all just a bunch of fucking retards. And away we go. Once this finishes loading, and I don't know when that's gonna be. Oh, there we go. It is, well, no, it's still going. I can't see what that says from here, the way I've got this recording set up. Gonna have to zoom in post-production to make that readable. Completely in the dark on this one. And looks like something's gonna happen, maybe, based on the audio readouts. The more exposition. Exposition. Ooh, we got an eyeball. Eyeballs are real scary. And there's a prison cell. You got Bernie Madoff in there. Remember Bernie Madoff? Yeah, you like that Bernie Madoff reference in this Let's Play channel in 2018? God, what am I doing? Ooh, scary door. Ooh. Got crows. You ever see that movie, The Crow? I haven't, but I heard there was a video game based on it, and the video game was terrible. And AVGN did a review of it, and he mentioned that the cameraman was high or something. You know, just that typical overused reviewer trope with the people who made this on drugs? Anyway, I don't think AVGN actually knows what a high person would sound like, because he tried doing an impression of him and it sounded really bad. Oh no, there goes Mr. ATC. Oh, I'm gonna miss him so much with all of his development as a character. We, as the audience, really grew to develop a bond with that character, and now he's gone. He had such great lines as, Well, anyway, yeah. No more of that guy. He got bit by the love bug. Flashing lights. Scary things love improperly installed electrical equipment. That's why the lights were flashing. Hey, isn't this like that scene from Resident Evil? Where the zombie chews on the guy and then looks back up at the camera? Similar to that. Although it could just be a coincidence.
What happened?
There was an uprising.
And we're waiting for this text to go by. We're waiting. We're waiting.
We can still resolve this discreetly, but we have to move fast.
It's only been 3 minutes, but it feels like I've been down here for 6 hours. I got more black screens. Here we go. Now it's us.
He's the key. If we contain him, we contain the situation.
Hello, people.
I think he has an agenda. It's not just recreational.
Just thinking of all this scary type stuff reminds me of a Smash Bros. Parody I saw. It was the Ridley trailer, and the part where Mega Man gets stabbed, and they added in an audio clip from Mario teaches typing, so Mario just says like, "Ooh, it's a scary," or something like that. It was funnier at the time.
Highly trained and heavily armed.
You had to be there.
What are we supposed to do against 1,000 super soldiers?
My guy's just looking around at nothing like a dope. Like he doesn't understand what's going on at all. Look down at everybody's shoes for a bit, and that chair, and that vent. Just casually look around. Why is this guy even here?
It's awfully convenient.
Assuming it does what it's supposed
At some point they tell us what F.E.A.R. stands for, but off the top of my head I don't really... Oh yeah, when I was playing this originally I nodded the mouse up and down when he asked me a question just for laughs. You weren't actually supposed to do that. Anyway, Let's
Goddamn
make
right
up
it
our
is.
own
Don't
acronym
worry.
for
You'll
F.E.A.R.
be fine.
Let's say Fitzgerald. Where the hell do you even go with that? Let me start over. What are things it's French? There really aren't any good ones that aren't gonna make me sound like a cringe lord. Alright, so what's this guy want here? Is that Dr. Freeman from Half-Life? Or is that my
Tracked metal
grandson?
to an abandoned building just up ahead. No sign of
And
enemy
then
activity
the
on the
cool
satellite, but
good
don't take any
guys with the
chances.
guns
Cat
get
Kowski,
in
you
their
position?
jeep and drive into a dark,
Alright, move it
scary alley to go shoot the bad guys. That's basically the summary of the plot so far. I am ready to do violent things. In this game, of course. Don't take that out of context. Please. That one particular plank really put up a good fight. Speaking of plank, let's talk about Ed, Edd n Eddy for a while. That was a decent show. It had a very unique library of sound effects. In fact, I don't think many other shows have really used that same library, which leads me to believe where they got them. You know, all the unique ones like those, the Subalawa, use like a sumo noise. You know, speaking of Ed, Edd n Eddy sound effects, there was a Sonic game for the original DS that wasn't really finished, so all the sound effects are really bad and cartoony. And somebody on a message board said it feels like an episode of Ed, Edd n Eddy with all those sound effects. So look, it was called Sonic Chronicles. I feel really cringy recommending that kind of crap to you, but if you look it up, I think you'll appreciate what they mean when they say it sounded like it had Ed, Edd n Eddy sound effects. It really just enhanced the humor of the whole thing. Okay, I think we're lost right now. Ooh, that was scary. Completely forgot all about that. Yeah, I'm not gonna scream at the top of my lungs over all these jump scares like all the funny people do. I ain't gonna pretend to be something that I'm not just for your amusement. I ain't no fraud. Not like all those other jerk-offs. Climbing up the stairs. When do we get to shoot people? When do we get to the ride?
Hold on a second.
This is the ride. Whoopee! You know what that's from?
You ready?
You're not watching this episode, so I have no idea if you do or not. Ooh, we're going in slow motion for some reason. I think that's part of this game's plot, is that the main character has some kind of superpowers or something stupid like that, and it lets him move in slow-mo. Guess that makes this kinda more interesting.
Looks like we're too late, boss.
Oh no, it's a deadman. Yeah, just to be sure. That was totally unnecessary.
I'll wait here for Jin. You take a look around.
Alright, so, got a new objective, I guess. This game looks quite nice, all things considered. Didn't this come out in, 2005? You know, this game takes up a lot of space on your hard drive, by the way. Based on the fact that it's so old, you wouldn't think that it would, but, yeah, it takes up like 17 gigs or something preposterous like that. I was quite surprised by that. Oh no. It's like some kind of wacky wrestling match. You just get whacked over the head with a foreign object. Oh yeah, this is the bad guy, I think. No one knows what it's like to be the bad man. I saw that in a GIF sound once. The song was being overlaid over a picture of Batman. That was pretty funny, I guess. I don't really find much funny these days. Alright, we're back in action. The bad guy didn't take our gun for some reason. How foolish of him. I think we just have to go back to that chair with the dead guy on it real quick. which we will do in the next episode. Guess we can just kind of screw around here for another 2 seconds. Alright, let's go.